Welcome back, viewers and subscribers, to WHADAT News, Sports and Entertainment Updates. Remember to like and share and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Now, in this update, Hurricane Melissa death toll rises. Tolls reinstated on Jamaica's major highways. Rising waters cause road closure in content. Manchester, dog bite charged for murder. Gay man shot in Kingston. Now in our first story, death toll from Hurricane Melissa rises to 32 additional deaths under investigation. The official death toll from Hurricane Melissa has risen to 32, according to Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris Dixon. Speaking during a post-cabinet briefing, Dr. Morris Dixon said that 8 additional deaths remain unconfirmed as the Jamaica Constabulary Force continue investigations across several parishes heavily impacted by the storm.
The thing that breaks my heart the most, because I know how difficult it is to see or to hear of the death of a loved one. And so I just confirmed the death toll, and I can tell you it is going to change in the coming days. But the official death toll as we speak is now 32. But I will say that there are 8 other cases that are unconfirmed that the police and the JDF are now working to verify. So we do expect that number to increase.
Dr. Morris Dixon added that the government remains focused on search, rescue, and recovery operations, while agencies such as the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management work to assess damage to infrastructure and provide relief to displaced residents. The minister urged citizens to remain patient as verification efforts continue, noting that the final confirmed death toll may increase once all reports are fully investigated. Meanwhile, in Manchester, rising waters cause road closure in content. Heavy rainfall from outer bands of Hurricane Melissa has caused significant flooding in sections of content Manchester, resulting in the closure of several roadways. Reports from the Manchester Parish Disaster Committee indicate that rising waters have rendered the main road through content impassable to both vehicular and pedestrian traffic. Motorists are being urged to use alternative routes where possible and to avoid attempting to cross flooded areas. Emergency response teams, including representatives from the National Works Agency, NWA, and the Jamaica Fire Brigade, have been deployed to assess the situation and provide assistance to affected residents. Residents in low-lying and flood-prone sections of the community are being advised to remain on high alert and relocate to safer areas if necessary. And in our next story, tolls reinstated on Jamaica's major highways. Minister Vaz hints at possible short-term relief. Minister with responsibility for transportation, Daryl Vaz, has announced that tolls on the island's major highways have been reinstated effective today. The reinstatement follows a suspension of tolls during and immediately after the passage of Hurricane Melissa, which caused significant damage across several parishes and disrupted transportation routes. Minister Vaz noted that while normal toll operations have resumed, discussions are ongoing with highway concessionaires regarding possible short-term relief measures for motorists affected by the storm's impact.
The toll authority, the tolls were reimposed. The letter I signed this morning, so I suspect they will probably have been imposed already. And we wait to hear from the concessionaires as to what they will do for the people of Jamaica in terms of allowing them to traverse the east-west and north-south highway at hopefully significantly reduced fares, at least in the early stages.
He added that the government remains in dialogue with the operators to ensure that any temporary concessions or reductions take into account the current economic and infrastructural challenges facing the public. And in our next story, Kingston man charged for murder of taxi operator in McWhinney Street shooting. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Eastern Police Division have charged 20-year-old Damoy Byfield, otherwise called Damo, of Alexander Street, Kingston, in connection with the murder of 24-year-old taxi operator Timoy Malcolm of Windward Road, Kingston 2. Byfield has been charged with murder conspiracy to murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, using a firearm to commit a felony, and malicious destruction of property, stemming from a deadly incident that occurred along McWhinney Street on Saturday, January 25. Reports from the Elletson Road Police are that about 12:15 a.m., Byfield and his accomplices used plastic barrels and debris to block sections of the roadway, staging what appeared to be a robbery attempt. Malcolm, who was driving along the route, stopped his vehicle after encountering the obstruction. He was then ambushed by the armed men. In an effort to escape, Malcolm reportedly reversed his vehicle, at which point the gunmen opened fire. The vehicle subsequently crashed into a nearby utility pole and burst into flames. Police and firefighters were summoned, and after the fire was extinguished, Malcolm's charred remains were removed and later taken to the morgue, pending a post-mortem examination. Further investigations led to Byfield's arrest in connection with the seizure of a prohibited weapon. Ballistics testing confirmed that the firearm found in his possession matched the one used in Malcolm's murder. Following a caution statement to investigators, Byfield was formally charged on Thursday, October 30. His court date is being finalized. And in our final story, man shot and injured in downtown Kingston Market. Police are investigating a possible hate crime after a man was shot and injured while sleeping inside a market in downtown Kingston on Sunday morning. Reports are that around 9 a.m., the man was lying down in one of the market stalls when he was approached by another man who questioned why he was there. Before he could respond, the assailant allegedly pulled a firearm and opened fire, hitting him in the chest, left side, and lower left foot. The shooter fled the scene immediately after the attack. Residents rushed the injured man to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he underwent emergency treatment. He remains in serious but stable condition. According to preliminary police intelligence, the victim may have been targeted because of his sexual orientation. Investigators have since learned that he was in the area visiting friends of similar orientation and had attended a party in downtown Kingston the night before the incident. Detectives are continuing their probe into the shooting. And that's it for this update. Do remember to like and share so that we can reach as many people as possible. Leave your comments below and stay safe until the next one.